Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be basically trying and testing makeup that I didn't like the first time a second time around, and this is the full face. Some of it has been great, some of it has been atrocious. Just carry on watching to find out. And before you do any of that, make sure you subscribe to my channel and make sure you give it a thumbs up. And I just want to say thanks for supporting my channel, it means the world. Right, let's get into the makeup. I'm starting off with the Natural Collection Hydrating and Radiance Primer. Now, the thing with this is I've not really reached for this because it does hydrate, definitely does, but it has like a pinky undertone, and I feel like that just doesn't really flatter my skin. I've got like quite a heavy yellow undertone, so it's not my favorite, but it does have like really nice pearlescent sheen to it, so I feel like it's really nice under the foundation to just kind of give you that glow. But to be honest, I have oily skin and I get that glow naturally whether I want it or not. So right, the thing is, if any of this makeup does not agree with me, it's literally it's gonna be rehomed or it's gonna be thrown away. I'm just trying to get rid of all the makeup I don't use. I have so much. So it does feel really nice and hydrating. It smells chemically, but to be honest, it was cheap. It was so inexpensive. It was like under £5. So I think you can see that my skin has a nice little glow to it, but my pores are still large, you know, it's not smooth to my skin. So what this does is give me a nice little sheen, a little bit of, you know, highlight, but I could get that from a moisturizer. The next one is very bougie, so this is what it is. It is the SHEGLAM foundation, and this is the matte foundation. I've used this once since I bought it, and that was literally for the review. It did not agree with me that day. It just kind of cracked up. I don't really like matte foundations anymore. It's just not my jam right now. Hasn't been for a while. I give it another go, but I wasn't a fan. I was not a fan. And this foundation has amazing reviews. I'm using it in the shade Sand, and it might just be a tad bit light because I got this in the winter. I'm just gonna, yeah, it is definitely light, but the undertone is there, like it's quite yellow. This sheet is full coverage, like she is not messing around. And to be fair, a little goes a long way. Like, check that out. Now, I really like the way it applies initially, but when it dries down, I feel like it cracks on my skin. So that is the foundation applied. Now, initially it's so nice and dewy, you know, it sits on the skin really nicely, but as it dries down, the formula, it changes, you know, it just looks quite dry. It grabs onto some of my dry areas. To me, the finish is not consistent, but I'm giving it a second go. I'm gonna hope for the best. I'm gonna let this dry down and I'm gonna judge it again afterwards. So you know what, right now I'm just gonna let it rest. Next thing I'm gonna do is concealer. Now this is the Barry M All Night Long concealer, and this is in the shade Oatmeal. It's a little bit light and I found it just a little bit too matte last time, so let's see what it's like this time. We've got matte on matte today. I'm like literally worried. Matte doesn't work for me. I don't know why. I used to love it like maybe like 4 or 5 years ago, and then since, I don't know, I really love dewy makeup. Not about the matte life anymore. Okay, that blended in really nice, and it's not as light as I remember it last time, but maybe it's kind of blended into that foundation. I might put a little bit under my eyes because I can see a little bit of, you know, darkness. You know, honestly, it's my time of the month and I have no energy for anything. It's wild. Everything is looking really nice so far. I'm kind of shocked. I'm a bit shocked, like, okay, maybe this makeup is all right, but we got a long way to go, so let's carry on. So this is not exactly a cream bronzer, but I can use the shade, I think. It's the Sleek Cream to Powder foundation, and this is in the shade Latte. To be honest, I'm usually a latte in things, but this is like dark. But I find with Sleek, the shade range is really strange. Like it's light, and then really it jumps to like medium dark, and then it just goes into deep dark. So I don't know, the shade range is very strange. Now I'm just gonna use my finger to place it because the product needs to be warmed up by a finger. If I had nails, like long nails, not the best. But we move. We're just here in the name of trying things. In this video, you're either in two categories. It's like, number one, I'm definitely gonna give you another chance, or it's B, I'm just gonna use you one last time before I chuck you away. I think this might be one of those. It's just not, it's like thick, it's so thick. I have actually been working on getting a whole load of Sleek stuff so I can do a full face of that. I'm kind of curious what the brand is like. I feel like we all used to use their like liquid lipsticks, and you know, they were really known for the eyeshadow palettes and stuff, but that was about a good 10 years ago. I feel like they've not really changed. Like most of the products are what you could get like 10 years ago. This is actually blended in really nice. I ain't mad at that. That looks really nice on the skin. I'm shook. I'm like, what? So far everything's working. What? My full face of barrier makeup video, which I did maybe a couple months ago, I used this thing, right? And it's like a cream blush and lip tint. I used this on a powdered base, so nothing is powdered this time. This does not work well on a powdered base. Oh my god, it was horrendous. I'm just gonna kind of put a little bit on and kind of blend it in, and seriously hope for the best. It's so cute, like you can literally twist it and pick a different color. I think it's a really nice product, but it didn't work for me last time. Let's pray to the high heavens it does this time. So I'm just going to use the bottom of my sponge and just... Why does this not blend easily? Can somebody explain that to me? Ah, that is like, it's hard to blend. I mean, it looks nice, but I also feel like I had to beat the living daylights out of my face. Right, I'm gonna put a little bit more on and just kind of see where that takes us. The funny thing is, I'm going out for dinner after this, and I hope my face is looking okay. I feel like that is actually looking quite good. Like, she is thick, she's very thick, but she blends with a lot of pressure, so you have to kind of stamp it onto the face. Love the color, love the concept, but I feel like the formula just needs to be tweaked a little bit for it to be a good product. I'm gonna use this. So this is the e.l.f. jelly highlighter, and this is in the shade Cloud. So this is the jelly highlighter. I bought it a long time ago when there was a hype over it, and yeah, since then I've not used it, so I'm gonna use it. You can see it on my finger, like there's quite a lot there, and it looks quite good consistency wise. So I'm just going to kind of just pat that in and hope it doesn't dry down too quick. Oh my god, I think I put way too much on. But that is nice. I don't think I've applied it the best, but I'm mad at that. Like, that is kind of beautiful. Ooh, okay, all right, I like that. You know what, I think I'll be using this a lot more now. It's really nice. Okay, so far so good. I can't believe this. I can't believe it. I actually, like, these are products I genuinely do not like, and today they've all decided to work. I'm like, okay then. I've used most of my cream products, so now I'm gonna use this e.l.f. Prime and Stay finishing powder. This is what it looks like. It's literally just a basic powder, but it's not one I usually reach for, so just gonna put some on a powder puff and just kind of map my, yeah. So it is like, it's got pigment, it's lighter than my skin for sure. Not by a lot, but it does make a difference. Also, hack for you guys, if you're looking to take your makeup to the next stage, powder puff is literally gonna change your life. This is like an old school retro tool, but it works the best for powder. Like, it literally, if you have pores, this is gonna literally make them vanish. What pores? What pores? Okay, I think for the most part it's set. It does leave a little bit of a lighter cast, so I feel like it's not the right color for me, but it's like a universal translucent shade, so I can't really do anything about it. Now the next product is something I really wanted to like because she was expensive. So this is the XX Revolution Gravitate palette. Packaging is immense, beautiful, so cool. It was expensive, like she was about £18, and for drugstore that is expensive. Now these are the shades, right? First of all, it's so soft that when I moved across the country last year, it broke. This was the only thing to break. Now I feel like the contour shade is quite dark, very cool toned. This blush is literally neon. Who wants to be wearing a neon blush? And then you've got a highlighter which doesn't do the most, and it has kind of like a pinky reflex in it, and it just, no, it's not my fave. So we're gonna use it. I'm gonna use it all right now. All right, so let's go into the bronzer. Okay, that blended nicely, but I picked up so much. That is the bronzer, well, contour bronzer, whatever you want to call it, on. She was pigmented, but she blends out quite nice. The thing is, I'm a little bit indifferent on this. Like, I don't love it, I don't hate it. It's the other two products in here that I'm not the biggest fan of. So we're gonna go into that blush and I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. You literally need the tiniest amount, and you literally can pat it off because it's so bloody neon, and just like, I think I'm gonna zoom in. Look at how neon that is. It's like, who needs a neon blush? Who is wearing a neon blush? Somebody tell me. Like, unless I was going to a festival, I would never opt for a color like this. And it's so pigmented. I've been trying to use this thing up for literally a year now and barely even touched the product. We are gonna go into this highlight and just use it. Can I see what it adds? Like, it's very icy and very pink. To be honest, I just don't know what Revolution we're thinking with that kind of color combination. It's just not very flattering. I guess it'd look nice on a deeper cinder, maybe. I don't know. I feel like the highlight might be a little bit too icy, but yeah, this is what it's kind of looking like. And the formulation is okay, but the colors are just, no, they're disgusting. I hate that blush. I hate it, like with a passion. It gives me the ick. No, I hate it. Oh, that's gross. I've used my powder everywhere, but I also have this loose powder from MUA, and it's in the shade Banana Bake, and it's so dark, like too dark for me. This literally makes me look yellow. So I will put a bit on right at the end of this video, just to show you guys. Okay, I'm just gonna quickly set the face with this MUA Pro Base mattifying fixing spray. As you know, I don't like matte makeup. Well, matte finish is not my favorite finish, so you can see why this is in this video. Right, so for lip liner, I have two. These are the True lip liners, and honestly, they're just like so dry, so waxy. They don't feel nice on the lips. You get these in a pack of 12 on like eBay or Amazon, and they're literally the cheapest thing ever. The colors are nice, but the formulation sucks. So I'm probably gonna throw them away after this. I got them years ago. Okay, the color, right, I kind of dig it. It's nice, like a nice pink, But oh my god, this feels so thick and disgusting on my lips. And the lip liner just keeps breaking. And it smells really bad. It's just not good. And it's kind of making my lips stick together. So for lipstick, right, this is the Barry M Velvet lipstick. Now, I love the colour. The formulation feels really nice on the lips. But it just doesn't agree with my lips. It made my lips really dry and flaky afterwards. I feel like this is good to put on in videos or for a short amount of time, but my lips, like, I feel like my lips are quite sensitive, so if I put on like a cheap lipstick, my lips literally get dry and flaky and split. Not pretty, not cute. This is what this lipstick does to my lips. I really wanted to like it, but the formulation wise, it's not the best. If I took away all of those shitty aspects of those products, this lip actually looks quite nice. Let's do brows next. So this is another product that I really wanted to love. This is the e.l.f. and Jen Atkin brow gel. Look at the state of this. Like, it was clear, now it's like kind of brown. I've tried to use this so many times and tried to make it work, but it just does not work. This gel has zero hold. Like, the brush is really cool, but the product itself is shit. It's so bad. So let me kind of demonstrate. There's not zero holding power to this gel. Right, I'm gonna leave this one standing up. Brush both of them up. And I'm doing it a few times, so you know I've put a lot of product on. Trying to make them stick. I'm gonna use a brow pencil and then I'm gonna just kind of push them down, and honestly they will just fall down. For brows, a product I'm not particularly my favorite is the Bourjois Paris Brow Duo Sculpt. It's like a brow pencil like this, and then it kind of has a highlighter end here. To be honest, I never reach for it. I've used it once and it's just not my jam. Right, as you can see, my brows are already, like, they were all spiked up. They're already going down. Okay, they're all down now. It's crazy because there's Jen Atkin's like name attached to it. You would think that they would have like formulated something at least decent, but they didn't. Not my favorite brows, definitely not. It's as good as they're gonna get. For eyeshadow, I have the Maybelline Blushed Nudes palette, and to be honest, she's a pretty palette. She works quite well, but just the colors are a bit lackluster. Like, it's gonna be hard to get something exciting out of this color selection. They all kind of look the same, and they all are kind of the same. I'm gonna go into like one of the only matte shades in here, which is this mauvey color right here, and use that as a transition. Like I said, the formulation of these are quite nice, so I can't complain about that. It's just the color selection, it's just not that exciting. Right, underneath it, I think I'm going to take this kind of matte brown shade, see what I can do with that. Okay, I kind of like that. Right, now, product that really did not agree with me. It's the Collections Glam Crystals eyeshadow, and this is in the shade Aura. It's like this liquid eyeshadow. It honestly, it stung my eyes. And I don't know why I'm putting myself through that again, but here we are. So I'm just going to kind of cut the crease with it a little bit. Go into the second shade, which is like a soft pink color. This one right here. Actually, I'm going to put that in the middle portion of the lid. That looks very pretty. This look is going so much better than I anticipated. I thought it was going to be really bad. Maybe I should give all this makeup a second chance. Right, and then for the inner portion, I'm going to go in with this light shade, that white shade right here. Don't know if she's matte. Oh, she's matte. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Okay, I ain't completely mad at that. I mean, it's not the most beautiful thing I've ever created, but it's okay. For the inner corner, I'm going to go into, I guess, this shade, the third shade next to the pink one. It's like a silvery one, and I'm just gonna put that in the inner corner. Yep, it's doing the most. put a little bit under the brow, like so. It does actually look really nice. I'm going to take that mauvey shade and then a little bit of that dark brown shade and just run it under the eye. Is it the best eye look in the world? No. Is it okay? Can we make do? Yes. This eyeshadow palette, yep, it blends. Pigment's kind of there, but it's boring. Not gonna lie, it's boring. This collection's Glam Crystals product, still don't really like it. It's chunky. The pigment is not really there. It's like basically clear. It's just not it. It's not it. I've got this MUA powder. Kind of get it all up in there, and then just kind of put a little bit of yellow back into my skin. Like so. And to be honest, I feel like when I use a little bit of it, it doesn't look that bad. But if I use this like as an actual fresh powder, oh no, honey, it just like literally the worst thing ever. Now these are products that I actually actively said I hate in the videos. So it's actually funny because I used them afterwards and I was like, oh, it's actually not that bad. So I'm giving this a second chance. So this is the Natural Collection liquid liner. When I did the video of a full face of Natural Collection products, I hated this, hated it. But then I used it again, I was like, and then I was like, ooh, okay, she's all right. So let's use her again. It's not the most amazing liner, but it's okay. I can definitely say I don't hate this product, but is it the best? No, but is it cheap and does it kind of do the job? Yeah. Right, so next, another Natural Collection product that I honestly in the video I hated this. It's the mascara, the waterproof one. But I used it again and it actually did amazing things for my lashes. So I'm hoping it does that again today on camera. So here goes everything. I don't hate it. I really don't hate it. I feel like I judged her too harshly straight away and I really should have given her a chance. Okay, can you see these lashes? They're really nice. I'm not even joking. And the first time I used this, it was really bad, but I feel like maybe I just had a lot of eyeliner or product on my eyelashes and they just made them stick together. But this gives me volume and length. It's actually really good. Okay guys, so this is my overall full face of products I'm giving a second try, and to be honest, my makeup looks decent. I mean, is this my favorite full face of makeup ever? No, but there are genuinely things that I like and things that I would actually use again. So the few things that I hate and will literally be chucking in a bin is definitely this XX Revolution makeup trio. No, it's not for me. This collection 2000, it's not called collection 2000 anymore. This collection Glam Crystal eyeshadow, this brow gel sucks. Okay, so these lip liners, they also suck, they gotta go. So there are loads of things that like, you know, that actually sucked and I'm never gonna use again, but there are things that I actually will, like this SHEGLAM foundation. It looks really nice on my skin right now, and I guess it's not breaking up, so maybe it didn't agree with the primer or, you know, concealer or something last time. This Barium blush stick thing that's really nice. The highlighter, the jelly highlighter, I'll probably be using that again. Natural Collection mascara is really nice. So yeah, there have been loads of hits and loads of misses, but to be fair, all of this, I went into it thinking all of this is shit makeup. So yeah, has my head been turned on some of them? Absolutely. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one.